Welcome back to the Washed Up Podcast with Nate, Pat, Evan, and Jacob. A podcast talking all things wrestling all year round.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Washed Up, episode 8. Before I get to our special guest of the episode, I would like to take a second to thank Ralph for that wonderful intro. Ralph has made it through 3 episodes now, I believe it is, with us. Don't know how long he's going to stick around or not, but for now, Ralph, it's your job. Maybe we get somebody else to create us some intro music. If you have musical talent and you want to create a intro music for this podcast that we use every episode, give us your best thing, and we'll probably use it because it can't be much worse than Ralph.
We need Mitchell Messenrink.
Mitchell Messenrink, the ultimate goal is for Mitchell to sing our intro.
Yeah.
And that voice that you hear over there is co-host of the show, Evan Wick. Mr. Evan, how are you today?
I'm doing all right. I'm upset about the weather in Wisconsin lately, but I'm doing good.
Oh, we needed the rain.
Shut up.
So that
I hate that.
behind
like
the table,
brown grass? No.
I don't care. I want the sun out.
the mysterious God voice you hear back there, that is Jacob Roshka. Jacob, make sure to flip the camera on yourself and say hello to the people.
Hello.
And the final first-time guest of the show, friend of ours, he's back in town, Wisconsin legend, 4-time high school state champion, wrestler at the University of Illinois, top 10 wrestler at one point last year in the country, ACL survivor, Kewaskum legend, Braeden Scoles. Braeden, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Glad to be here.
4-time state champ?
Yep.
How many does Wisconsin keep track? How many 4-time state champs are there?
We do? Yeah. There's a record book.
Look it up.
All right, the producer will be on it, and he'll get back to you.
What division?
2. D2.
Division 2.
He beat a 3-timer to win your first. Was he a
I think he was a
3-timer?
2-timer.
Oh, because he was a senior and you.
He was a senior. He lost his freshman year, won the next 2,
Yep.
and then
You beat
I
him.
beat him
his senior.
his senior year.
Who's that?
Ada Medora, AWA
Hey,
guy.
Medora. Wow.
Fargo
He was-
Fargo finalist.
Wouldn't he been there with you at Wisconsin? Or no?
I think he was there. I Olympic redshirted my senior year. I think he was there.
Okay.
He was tough though. Yeah, they're really optimistic about him.
They had an ultimate match. I don't know if you've ever seen it or anything. What was it, like quadruple overtime or something in the state finals?
It was just regular overtime, but
Years go by and you
Was
forget
it
the
a
details.
1-1 or was it like an actual barn burner?
Ask
no,
him.
it was like he was beating me the whole match. I got a takedown to send to overtime, and then took him down in overtime.
Nice.
What was the final score?
I pinned him, actually.
Yeah, because he tried to leg pass you, right? When on the takedown or something?
No, he like got to my legs. I like rolled him through. This was not a very technical exchange, but he like got me up again. I rolled him through again, and I like kicked off our ankle, doubled off, and then he just laid down and got pinned.
Yeah.
Because like it didn't matter.
The takedown already happened,
Yeah.
essentially.
This was your freshman year?
Yeah.
Dang. Did anyone else close with you after that, or kind of just dominated?
Not
after that?
really. I wrestled Millard my senior year twice. And those are like pretty competitive matches.
Millard's
Charlie,
tough. That's
yeah.
another one.
Evan, how many 4-timers do you think Wisconsin has?
Is this total all divisions?
Yep.
20 plus.
You tell me.
I'm gonna go with 23.
Close. 33.
That wasn't a bad guess.
That's a ballpark guess.
That's a good
With
guess.
not having any clue, that's a good ballpark guess.
33. 33 is a lot.
Think about how. Take a guess how many have been in the
I was
past,
gonna say
Jake.
they're
Let's
all
say like
recent.
5 years. Say even or back to 2020. Go to 2020, Jake. Take a
So
guess how many you
this-
think have been in the last like since 2020. 6 years, 5 years.
How many do I think have been in the last 6
Yeah,
years?
like recent, since 2020.
Let's go 8. 4-time state champs since 2020.
I know that we've had an uptick in 4-timers
It's
in
gotta be more than
recency.
8.
Well,
Yeah, once people do it once,
I'm just going to list them off. So this is starting. You have won
Oh,
a
we
title
lost
within 2020.
from 2020. Okay.
Fix.
You've got Keegan O'Toole, Matty Bianchi, Clayton Whiting,
tape 'em
Tanner
up
Gerber,
again.
Cole Marco, Grayson Clark, Rhett Koenig, Braeden Scoles, Braden Sonnentag, Coy Hopke, Connor Mirasola, Dawson Johnson, Koji Campbell, Danny Heiser, Kellen Wolbert, and Hawken Peterson.
16.
That's not including Whiting, Taylor Whiting.
Yeah.
It's the first girls, so you could say 34, but that's the boys.
So that's half. He's going down again.
That's almost
That's half
exactly
the
half.
list.
That's half the
It's
list
come
in the
within
last like 5 years.
yeah.
Wow. So it was a lot more prestigious. I mean, at least like 20 years
When
ago.
we were, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember Jens Lance was a very, very big deal because he's a four-time.
Four-timer. Yeah, he's a year older than me.
Yeah, a year older than you.
I think so.
2014 he graduated.
Yeah, year older.
Yeah.
I want to get to him before he falls apart there. That is, he got demoted to friend of the show. It's now second episode he's here, but he seems to be off again.
He's not giving his best since he's been friend of the show.
He's a little thin today.
Oh, we lost him.
Get him out of here.
Patrick Spray. Maybe just give him a shove on over. He's done for.
You can't even shove him over.
He's brittle.
He's very brittle. It looks like he might have lost a little weight. So Pat was here. He just left. He's looks like he will not be joining us for the rest of today's episode. But other than that, we have a great episode. We have many things to talk about, many things to get to. Do you have was Charlie probably your toughest match or Aiden your toughest match, given like where you were at the time?
Probably Aiden, just because of being a freshman. So for me and Charlie had good matches.
Okay, fair.
Did you kind of shock yourself winning that match?
Yeah, I just feel like I didn't have any expectations. Like I was just like, I'm here.
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes.
Did you beat?
I mean, I wrestled him. I think we wrestled 4 times that year. 4 times that year.
Did you beat him any of those times?
Yeah, I beat him once. So
Okay.
he beat me, and then I beat him. Then he beat me at sectionals. And I beat him at state.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Yeah, so you needed one more.
I did.
That's a solid win because as a freshman, especially because he was pretty gritty. I remember
he
he
was,
was kind of
Oh yeah.
pushed the pace on guys and kind of broke guys. So as a
He's
freshman
strong.
to be at that level already is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't remember where I was going. Oh, Charlie. Do you think because you and Charlie obviously are close.
Yeah, we're
and,
close.
Yeah, and you guys obviously went to the same AWA, grew up together essentially. Do you think there was like the little big brother effect at all? Like where you were just like, you know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah,
the
I get
whole
what you're
like,
saying.
yeah.
I don't think so. I just think.
yeah, you're just better than him.
Yeah.
You guys in the same club?
You weren't that much older, though.
I was a year older.
Like the big brother, right?
Brother, I feel like many years.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't. Like
I don't know.
I don't think Charlie's. I don't think that was like.
Yeah.
I don't think Charlie's like scared of anyone or anything.
No,
like that. So,
that I would agree with.
I don't-
Yeah, Charlie's.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Intense.
But I remember being like in 8th grade watching the freshmen wrestle, and I was like, wow, these guys are freaking good. And like,
Are you guys the same birth year?
Me and Charlie. He's a year behind me. I think.
Yeah, Charlie wasn't a holdback.
No.
Either,
he's just
yeah.
Normal. Yeah.
Are you the younger brother or older brother of Xander?
I'm younger by 1 minute.
Did Xander used to beat you like when you guys would wrestle, or were
Oh,
you guys pretty even?
Yeah, like I remember, when we first started wrestling, I would beat him.
Mm-hmm.
Then we kind of started to hit our growth spurts, and he started to gain muscle mass, and I started to get awkwardly long. So he would just kind of throttle me up until senior year. Then it was pretty even. I mean, I always say that Xander's probably a better wrestler in high school than I was.
Yeah,
I was probably just a bit tougher than him.
yeah,
But then in college, I really pulled away.
yeah,
I kind of would throttle him in college.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Yeah, okay.
there wasn't a big brother, little brother. I mean, he was 1 minute older than me.
No, I know.
And I think that, so what my mom says is like, the doctors weren't actually keeping time, so they were like 1 minute. Like,
Oh, they just it's counted.
this one was born 1 minute after this one.
That felt like a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Today's episode. Would you like to go to? I feel like we always talk about RAF, real kind of right off the rip. You want to go there?
I love
There's
that.
so much stuff going on, so
I
it's
feel
just like hard not to.
Especially now.
And it's fun.
Yeah, there's very little usually going on in the summer. I feel like RAF is just providing so much content and stuff for people. Even though, I mean, I'm super excited about this one. Again, the problem, and Rashka probably would like to talk about this. Every match is great except the main events. Like the main events, like I mean, I'm interested to see how it goes, but not nearly as much as the prelims.
Who was it?
The Chimaya versus Dennis.
Oh.
It's like
Dylan
Jesus,
Dennis?
You just signed every Olympic champ in 2024, and we're gonna put these clowns as the
Dylan
headliner?
Dennis?
It's literally
Dylan Dennis.
stupid.
That guy doesn't show up for anything.
he
And get
also
this.
not good at wrestling.
He's not good at
No,
wrestling.
there's
Who
no.
did he wrestle?
What's that?
He wrestled somebody, right?
Dennis?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he wrestled like Kobe Covington or something.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Isn't that his whole stick? Is like he talks a big game, and then when it's time to walk the walk, he never walks. Isn't that his whole thing?
I don't know. I've heard of this guy. I
think
know
he's
like
just like not really that skilled in anything, but he just kind of talks his way into opportunities.
yeah.
Like I think
Yes.
his only legit
Decent
thing
at-
is he's good at.
No,
jiu-jitsu.
he's really, really,
grapple.
really good at jiu-jitsu.
But like he's not a good fighter.
Like he's a very good jiu-jitsu. Yeah, no, he wasn't.
What
a
are
good
these
fighter.
guys really drawing that many eyes?
I think Dylan Dennis is like he's a influencer type guy
But like
now because
that one
that
random
whole
match, is that really drawing that many eyes to where you just can't have a good card of wrestlers?
Or at least why can't this? It's a good card of wrestlers. Why can't this be a prelim?
Yeah.
Make it the first match.
that post has 712,000 likes on Instagram announcing that those two are the main event.
Compared to what?
Okay,
Give me
all
another
right.
one.
I guarantee you the
Which
other ones are
sucks
going to be.
that that's what-
Kyle's Colby Covington
wait,
and
let me guess. Less than 20,000.
no. Colby Covington's and
Oh.
how do we say that other guy's name?
Sarukian.
Sarukian. They have 90,000.
Oh no, I'm talking about the wrestlers. The wrestlers going to have less than 20.
Snyder,
Less
Sedgelayev,
than
and
20.
Cejudo and however the heck do you say that guy's name? They have 46,000.
Just sucks that that's the crutch. I guess that's how it's got to be.
Tony, people. I mean, it's like boxing. People would rather see Jake Paul fight than watch.
A good boxing match.
It's the state of the world that we live in.
It is a shame.
It sucks, but that's the way it is.
Helen's match that was announced on July 11th had 3,000 likes. Rutherford's match 2,400.
Against who?
Oh my god.
Akachamalia. I don't even know how to say. I don't know how to say these foreigners' names.
Yeah.
It's harder to say than the other was.
But
other
it's, well,
name.
don't they always say someone said this, that those foreign guys are like the stars in their countries?
Peaches
yeah.
Peaches
Wouldn't that
Veely
help
versus
get
Varner's
more
5,200.
And here's my thing too. Is
They're
I
going
guess
overseas for the first time, which is kind of cool.
who is?
They are
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they're going to Georgia.
Tbilisi, Georgia.
Yeah.
for the July 11th card.
July 11th, I believe. Yeah.
Also,
Wow, I didn't know that.
do people at RAF call it RAF? Like, because you said RAF, you said RAF.
I call it rap.
RAF. I didn't know if there's like a. You're on the inside. I don't know if you knew.
It's like Wisconsin Wrestle and WI Wrestle.
Yeah, but I don't know.
What do you guys? Is it WI Wrestle or is it Wisconsin Wrestle?
Usually WI Wrestle, but it was supposed to be Wisconsin Wrestle, but everyone started calling it We Wrestle at first. I was like,
Yeah,
do you
or-
not know that it's WI, capital W, capital I? We Wrestle is WI.
So there's an Olympic champ on this card, and there's that matchup as the main.
Let's see. Is there an Olympic champion?
Kyle Snyder.
Not on the June 10th one.
Oh.
No.
I mean, I gotta take a peek at these.
I can't even find the full graphic. Of
Yeah,
the,
I mean, put it this way: the top three matches of this are not people who are currently wrestling.
I don't
Well,
even
the
know
guys
what
that
the
said
June
Final
10th
X
card
are gonna be-
is.
True, yeah,
cards.
Final X. But I mean, they have guys in this who could be title contenders.
Is this the June
DeSanto's in
13th?
this. Rivera's in this. O'Toole's in this.
Where are you seeing this full
Alirez.
card?
It's on RAF
On the website?
on the website.
Okay, because I was gonna say their social
on the
media,
Instagram.
they
we
don't
can-
post like.
I got the screen share, so I'm like, oh, I can pull up matches.
Oh, love that.
Man, yeah, the two co-main, like seriously.
So you have the screen. You have it up on the screen right now, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Sarukian's been in every single match. Okay, so let's do this then. So first match they got is Downey and Bronigal. Not the greatest
Oh,
match, but I
there
am
you go.
interested to see
Wait,
how
That's
that's
the
gonna
Illinois
go.
guy.
What are you looking at?
Broninego.
This on Instagram.
Which one?
Oh, so this must not be in order then.
It's gonna
Dude,
be
on
Zach
Instagram
Bronigal.
is not in order,
So
and
I'm
then
on the website.
Instagram they don't have like an actual graphic that just has the all the matchups like a fight card.
They
just
do.
have-
It's just farther down there.
I
Who's
haven't
this
found
Smith
it.
dude?
Caleb Smith.
Nebraska guy.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Oh,
guy.
I see.
He's wrestling Haratunian, who I believe Haratunian beat Spencer Lee
He did.
at the Worlds.
I
last
know
year.
what match I'm most excited for.
Well,
Actually,
when we get to it, you let me know.
Ironman's back in action.
Ironman's back in action. That's another one. Holy hell, we're jumping around. All right. Yeah, so I think Haratunian Smith will be an interesting one.
you're working with guys that have ADHD.
Yeah, goodness gracious. We'll get to it. But I think that'll be a good one. I think Haratunian, I mean, he kind of throttled Spencer Lee last year. Obviously, something was wrong with Spencer Lee, but I think that'd be a good one. I mean, I got Haratunian. Yeah. Sharipov and Bastida.
I'm down to watch a little Bastida action.
Yeah, that'd be
Fun
good.
to
Yeah,
watch.
I'm down for that.
Sharipov manhandled
Too bad it's in the beginning.
Cassiope.
Yes, he did.
Manhandled.
Badly.
That was an impressive.
Yes.
So I guess, but I don't know. Bastida's
Dang, this
good.
is like
Bastida's
this
big
weekend.
too.
Huge.
He's a 97 kilo, right? Shripov.
Shripa, yeah, 97 kilo, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastida's gonna be quite a bit bigger than him.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
It'd be a good match. And then Alira as an Ironman. That's actually
I'm actually intrigued.
very intrigued at that one.
It'll be a
I have
fun
an
one to
Ironman.
watch. It's not going to have, like, in the grand scheme of things, most people won't pay attention to that one.
You don't think so?
No,
And that's
wrestling
the shitty thing.
world
If you're a
people.
wrestling fan, that's going to be a fun matchup.
Wrestling
Ironman does
people-
some crazy shit.
Yes.
Lyra's is very good.
The people that are in the wrestling world and know, like, their past credentials and, like, them before will. But, like, the audience, the grander audience is not all wrestling people anymore. They're going to have no clue about this match. And if something crazy doesn't happen, they're going to continue to not have any clue about who those guys are, really.
I mean, the larger
Something
audience probably
crazy
isn't going to have any clue about any of these wrestling matches.
True.
Probably.
If someone's tuning in because of Dylan Dennis, they're not going to know who Sharipov is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do think the O'Toole one is going to be good. The one that I was excited for, and then I realized it was Palmer. I want to watch Pico wrestle. I love watching Pico wrestle. He was like one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. But he's
Shout out-
wrestling Palmer. Like, what are we doing?
Shout out to Lance Palmer. He will wrestle anybody.
Yes, he will. But that's also a problem.
At the expense of his own
Why is that a
reputation
problem?
and health.
Because do you think Lance
See what?
Palmer's going to
BK
last a
match?
match
That was
with
a
Pico?
shock,
Yeah,
dude. We
I
had
thought so.
no
Well, it's not
clue.
his problem. It's more of the people making the matches problem.
I know. That's my point.
Well, I think he's one of them.
I want to
He
see
makes the
Aaron.
matches.
I want to see Aaron Pico wrestle one of the guys right now.
Zane Rutherford.
Yeah,
Like, they
that
go
sounds
way
great.
back.
That's a history.
The way they're making these, they're not going to open up with that for Pico.
That's exactly what you. Well, you don't.
That is exactly what RAF has not been doing.
Okay, but
Let's
do we
feed
have
these
to
guys
open
a
up with
bunch of
45-year-old
bums,
Lance
and then
Palmer?
That's very on tune with what RAF's doing.
Say what? What'd you say?
So does
They're going to
do they
build
have
up
to?
Pico's return, and then all of a sudden they're going to wrestle Rutherford.
Do
and
they
we'll
have
get that
to
in like 3
build
weeks,
start
like
out with a 45-year-old as Pico's first match?
I know. Yeah, it's tough.
Keegan's wrestling a 36-year-old.
At least he's like 10 years younger. He's a decade younger.
Yeah, but he's actually he was a good international wrestler. Abdurakhmanov.
Yeah,
He
that's
has a win over JB.
Yes,
at the
exactly.
Olympics,
Bingo.
2016.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be a good one. I'm most excited for
I'm
Rivera.
age shaming, not Lance Palmer shaming. I'm age.
Sounds like you're Lance Palmer.
I'm
shaming.
I'm ageism. I have
You have ageism?
ageism.
Really?
Yeah, the old people on the cards.
Has Ferguson ever wrestled?
Ferguson?
He's just
He's
kicking
like
metal
a
poles.
high school college wrestler,
Like Tony Ferguson?
like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a
whole main
joke.
event.
Shut up.
I think I could beat Ferguson in a fist fight.
No.
This
no
is what
way. Stop.
There's no way.
He's
That
so
is
old.
a great.
that's a put
His
that
wrestling's
hat
terrible.
back on.
Put that.
What's the
in,
bad take?
write
Put
that
the hat
down.
But there's a
Yeah,
bad take
that's
jar
all.
right there.
That's a crazy. Take.
There's a
Put me in a cage with
Isn't
Tony
Ferguson
Ferguson.
like fairly good at striking?
Yeah.
yes.
No.
and he's a psychopath.
He's just good because he can eat CTE punches like really well.
But you're not gonna touch him.
CT punches could you?
I will take his ass
have-
down and beat the hell out of him.
He'd probably choke you out though.
All right, let's
No.
put parameters. This is full blown MMA fight.
What's up?
Like, okay,
Full blown MMA. Full blown MMA.
he's whooping your ass.
No way.
What do you mean,
Brother,
no?
you're gonna be on the
He's gonna
canvas
give
and
you
like
a little thigh kick and then combo you up.
I think you guys are saying this because he's a UFC fighter, but let's remember he's lost like 9 of his last fights in a row.
in like
Yeah,
good
but-
fights.
yeah,
I'm not talking about him in his prime. I'm talking about him right now.
Those dudes are so psycho that I think he would.
5-minute rounds.
What your argument is? He's the I'm gonna see red type of guy. I don't care.
no, that's
His
not my,
argument's
that
like
would not
that
be my
he's-
argument. My argument would be that he's a more skilled combatant
Yeah.
in the cage.
Wrestling goes a long way.
Yeah.
Wrestling goes a long way.
Everything goes a lot. What did Mike Tyson say? Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
I'm not saying I have a plan. I'm saying I have a particularly good skill set.
I would hope you have a plan too, because otherwise you're gonna get punched
Well,
in the
you're
mouth.
telling me that the plan's gonna go out the window. Then you're saying I need to have a
Bingo.
plan.
yeah.
So if I make the plan, it doesn't matter.
We should
if
probably
this
set
see,
this up.
this is why you should be pied in the face right now for a take like this.
Well, the take has to be proven bad. It's-
No, if it earns the ability to go in here, you get pied in the face.
All right, we'll get the pie next time.
I need to find a
But Rivera versus Aliyev, my favorite match on this card.
Evan. We can get you an amateur fight, and you can see how that goes.
Are they gonna pay me?
It's amateur. You don't get paid. You gotta
You get paid for amateur.
There you go.
Do you? I thought it was only pro fights.
Yeah, come on.
Okay. maybe
I mean,
$200.
you're not getting paid a lot, but you could go
Yeah,
fight
you'd
the
probably
Waukesha
make $200
Expo and
bucks.
make a couple hundred. Buy your dinner and a couple beers.
Let's do it. Me and Tony Ferguson.
Brother, you're getting smacked in the mouth. How big is Tony Ferguson?
He's at middleweight, so I don't
What
know.
is
My weight.
that, 185?
My weight.
No, he was at 55.
That's what I thought. He was a
REF,
skinnier
he's
guy.
middleweight.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay, but UFC.
I guess
175.
155.
That's what. Yeah,
He's
that's
probably
what.
like your size.
Yeah. 175. We fight at 175. You guys are gonna be shocked. I think you're giving too much respect to a guy for being in UFC.
No. What belt is he in jiu-jitsu?
I don't know.
I'm looking
He's too
up
damn
his
old to catch me in that
stats.
stuff.
No, that's not how that stuff works. Trust
What do
me.
you mean it's not how that stuff
Old
works?
guys,
Age
old
don't
guys.
You're gonna do any leg kicks, you?
Catch his leg and double leg him.
Hopefully.
Tony Ferguson
that
jiu-jitsu
might be
belt. He's a black belt. He's gonna tear your Achilles off your heel in the first 30 seconds you take him down.
I've choked out black belts in jiu-jitsu.
So have I, but a capable one that's actually an athlete is like so unbelievably dangerous. You take him down, it's like that's great. I hope you know how to stand back up without him. He's gonna literally want to keep you in his guard.
I
When
think
you take him down,
I think you're underestimating the fact that I'm a high-level wrestler.
you sound like
also-
Anakin. He sounds like Anakin Skywalker. You
losses are-
underestimate my powers.
I'll sound like Anakin
So
Skywalker.
you don't
That's
take
a
him
good.
down and hold him down for 5-minute rounds. That's like
And
your
not get tapped out on the mat.
Dude, let's go. Let's do 3 5-minute rounds.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not gonna be. This isn't gonna be main event.
But
He
same
has
thing. That's
lost a
your only
lot,
way to
but
win.
to some dogs.
You think he won't tap you out when you take him down? I
He
do.
could. He could.
He probably will.
Yeah, how's this then? I don't know if I would for sure beat him, but I think I have a pretty good chance.
He's walking it back already.
I don't know if you'd be able to take him down either.
I'd be able to take him down. You kidding me?
I think it's different.
What's
It
different?
is
Trying
different.
to take it down, that's kneeing you and kicking you in the head.
Yeah,
It's significantly different.
It's
I
weird.
I do think Evan can take him down, but like
He could.
I
I don't think it's gonna be automatic.
yeah, and
No,
a
yeah, I
worse
don't think so,
worse
no.
wrestler they because it is. I don't know if you've ever done this. I have. It is way different when they will position themselves up against the cage, and trying to take somebody down on the cage is significantly harder.
It's also harder when you know you can get kneed in the face.
Yeah, that part really
That
does seem
kinda scares you
to.
when you take your shot. You're like, oh god.
That part seems to slow things down a bit.
taking
too.
this. I've taken this all into consideration.
in a good jab.
Taking this all into consideration. I understand that in a fight, I can be kneed in the face, or kicked in the face, or punched in the face. I understand that this is not a wrestling match.
But I reject all of it. Is what you're
Reject
saying?
all of it. Reject all of it.
You know what?
I took that into consideration when I said what I said.
Okay, how about I don't think we're gonna be able to get Tony Ferguson, but how about we get a lesser wrestler, someone that's competent, maybe I got a few guys I could think of in mind, lesser wrestler, but maybe they have a little jiu-jitsu background or something. Let's do a little thing at AWA and the Mats, and we'll record
Let's do it.
I can get like a Ben Hakes in here. Would that be
I
fair?
don't know who that is. Let's do it.
He's like your size. He's made the state finals in
are we
like
doing, a fist fight?
2015 in high school. No, you could do
to
you could do
wrestle
a little grappling match with like you could act like a couple of those, but like a
No,
grappling,
I think it's fist
jiu-jitsu.
fight.
It could be like jiu-jitsu, a little grappling match, 5-minute rounds.
Bare knuckle fist fight. Or
I
nothing.
I mean, you guys could throw on the gloves if you
I
want.
think Ben would fight him.
Ben's too good of a wrestler. Well, maybe not
No,
now.
Ben Hakes.
Oh yeah, Ben Hakes would.
Like I
do
think
it.
they could actually do him.
I don't know who.
I don't think we do an actual fight because I don't think the people that pay for Evan to do things are going to be happy about that.
It's probably fair.
So like no punching in the face, but like a little grappling thing. Like if Ben Hakes can
That's
tap you
different.
out in 5 minutes,
Oh.
Tony Ferguson's tapping you out in 5 minutes.
I don't know his credentials. I don't know Ben Hicks'
He's
credentials.
a state finalist in high school in wrestling. He was
That's pretty
Re-
good at wrestling. I don't
wrestled
think
at
Tony Ferguson has that good at wrestling.
at Parkside.
Dude, Tony Ferguson, no way does Tony Ferguson have that.
He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Tony Ferguson's a black belt.
Okay, so they're pretty evenly matched.
I would say
Closely
they're
evenly
probably-
matched in
yeah.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, because Ben's wrestling is going to be better than Tony Ferguson's, but his
Substantially,
jiu-jitsu
substantially better. Yeah,
won't be as good probably.
yeah.
I think it'd be pretty.
Fair, let's do something. Let's do like a.
I could get
little
Hammer.
video.
We get somebody else in there.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I
Well,
think it'd be an interesting endeavor.
yeah.
Maybe I'm being a
I
little too
wanna.
arrogant.
I would like. Well, I would like to formally stand on the side of you. You will get tapped out or not win the
By Ben Hakes.
whoever we choose.
I think he loses Tony Ferguson. That's the only one I can.
Fair.
You want to bet?
He's never gonna fight Tony.
Oh,
Ferguson.
Well, we're not gonna fight Tony Ferguson, but whoever we get pseudo Tony
But that's
Ferguson
also
is.
different. Like, so can he survive, not get tapped out for 5 minutes? I think he could do that. But like, is
You don't
Tony
think so?
Ferguson just gonna?
All right.
I don't
do it.
I don't know. I
You
don't.
know,
I don't
this
know.
is a good thing for me because I don't even have to take him down.
Yeah, that's what.
I can just circle the mat.
No, you have to. You
I
have
feel like there's a
to make
different
contact.
argument than if he could beat Tony Ferguson. 'Cause Tony Ferguson's gonna punch him too.
I mean, if we can have someone punch him, I'm happy to watch him
Yeah,
get
well,
punched in the face and be proven wrong.
Happy to watch me get punched in the face. Come on.
Well, it's in this situation when you said you'd be fine. Yes,
I could beat Tony Ferguson. I could beat Tony Ferguson in a fist fight. There's a reason why all the best UFC fighters are wrestlers.
there's a reason they all take lumps too. Sometimes, a lot of the time, to just get things going, because the striking part throws them all off.
Is that guaranteed that I'm going to take a lump to a 45-year-old Tony Ferguson?
How old is Tony Ferguson?
Is he 45?
You gotta be close.
He's pushing
44,
45.
I think.
Yeah. You're gonna have a lump on your face.
I don't care. I've had lumps on my face from wrestling. I can handle it.
Yeah, you're delusional.
Well, let's see how his match goes with Sarukian in this wrestling.
I have no doubt that you're completely levels beyond his wrestling ability. It's
Right.
the other two mixed martial art abilities that I don't think you are even close to.
Jiu-jitsu and striking.
Yeah.
No, I don't doubt it. But I think my wrestling carries me pretty far.
Fair enough. Okay. Maybe we can get something worked up here.
Yeah, for sure.
Moving on from past that one. Did you guys see Caden's post on Instagram? Has anybody seen that?
No.
He won't be in RAF in Milwaukee.
No, I won't be in RF in Milwaukee either.
What?
Nope.
Why? Wait, why isn't Caden? That seems like
They,
a giant fumble.
Agreed. A big fumble. I don't know what details are public, but essentially they couldn't get a like a good match, like a relevant match to put out there.
And I wonder
Why?
if Keegan or Parker will be in it.
I think
too.
the original person who's supposed to wrestle is out, which
I mean, if
wasn't
they
even
don't
announced.
Have multiple people from Wisconsin, it would be a gigantic fumble.
Huge. Wait, you don't think
so, too.
Keegan or Parker are in either?
Well, Keegan's going to be June 10th. I mean, unless he wants to, or June 13th, unless he wants to.
You need to get a Keegan or an Aiden, throw in like a Matty Beyond. You need to have someone
Parker.
with any of these people.
All of them.
Like it should be half Wisconsin. It'd be
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
not to.
Agreed. It really should. The way there's so many high-level Wisconsin affiliated wrestlers right now, and that are actively, like, really relevant. You and Aiden. I honestly I would love to have Keegan on the card, and he should be.
Go grab
But,
a
like,
couple kids in college.
Right, but you want to talk about, like, if you're saying, like, relevant, like, Aiden's more relevant right now than Keegan is. Probably. Not saying
yeah.
Aiden's better than Keegan, but, like, the attention Aiden has been getting, his name is a lot more relevant. Caden's bigger than
All
most people in general.
Yeah.
It doesn't even, like, again, it's not about the level of wrestling, but Caden is literally bigger than most wrestlers in the country.
And a Caden Lance Palmer rematch would be kind of interesting because they had a good one last time. I
Yeah,
thought
and
Caden
Lance,
was gonna win.
Lance Palmer's willing to wrestle anybody, like you said.
Do you think Caden was going to lose that one?
No, I thought Kane was gonna beat him.
So did
Really?
I did.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
we put enough respect on Lance Palmer.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
I was
Palmer's a good bit bigger than him, though, right?
Is he?
I don't
yes,
know. I feel
he
like
is bigger
was.
than him. I was convinced. I thought for sure Caden would win that match. He was in that match. Like,
Yeah. It was 4-3. I think he lost last second.
he did. He gave up
Yeah,
that
taken
takedown. I'm
down,
pretty
I
sure,
think.
right?
Yeah. I think kind of people underestimated the fact that Lance Palmer still, even though he's old, he's still an athlete who, I mean, I think he's fought within the
Stays
last
in shape,
3 years.
yeah.
Yeah, like he can still scrap.
Yeah.
Although I don't think that he's not nearly as explosive as he once was.
Yeah, but you start to figure things out and how to slow it down when you get older.
Yeah.
To tailor it to your new abilities.
Yeah.
Or
different kind of
limited.
strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so he made that post that he's not gonna be on the card, which agreed, Jake. Big fumble. Should be on the card.
What did he say? Was he upset? Did he seem upset that he wasn't on it?
I think it was literally just like
The way they can find these dudes is
it was like imagine not being on RAF Milwaukee or something like that.
So that seems like a little bit of a. He's a little upset he's not on it.
Yes, I would assume so.
I'm kind of. I mean, with me at least, they said that they couldn't find an opponent. Just either people said no or people were busy. I don't know what the deal was.
When
But
do you wrestle next?
Well, they're
Do they have the matches?
probably in the Cleveland one, August 22nd.
Oh, that long?
Yeah. So it's gonna be a while.
I
haven't
don't
wrestled
see it
on
anymore.
since
Did he
February.
delete it?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They probably didn't
Yeah.
like that he was doing that.
Did you just wrestle in the
I don't
How
see it
big
on-
his following is.
I don't
No,
see it
I
on his
wrestled-
Instagram.
No, the first one that was last August in Cleveland,
I remember that one.
and then I wrestled Hamity and lost, and then I wrestled Kadik in February
Oh, I do remember
and
that.
beat Kadik. Yeah. Which that was the one where Sarukian and Pulis got into a fight.
Yeah.
You
That was
were there
pretty
for that?
sweet. Yeah, I was like playing security for that one.
Really? Did you help? You were trying to separate stuff too?
I was trying to separate things, and I didn't go down on the mat when they started fighting, but Sarukian sat down in the stands right afterwards, and he was pissed, obviously. And then Pulis came right in front of him, like walking in front of the stands, looking at him and kind of mad dogging him. And me and Xander were kind of standing at the entrance area to the stands to like make sure that he wouldn't get in there. And then there were probably 10 or 15 Dagestani, Georgian, whatever, with us who I thought were on our side. But then as things started to get heated, I realized it was just me and Xander sandwiched in between two groups of Dagestani and whatever Pulis'
Crowd is.
two crowds who are trying to kill each other. But the funny thing was the security guards who were there were like 50-year-old, 5'6".
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
No, I mean, who?
They're for the actual building.
What's
They're
security
event
going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's security going to do when two UFC groups decide they're going to fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they were trying to get me and Xander out of there because they thought that we were instigating, and I was like, if we get out of here, you're not going to stop these guys. There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan Wicks, a man of the people. So wait, we didn't touch on that. You're not on the card for Milwaukee. You're not going to be there.
Not going to be there.
Why?
They said they couldn't find an opponent, which has been a recurring theme for me.
All right, I'll do it. We're gonna have to set some new rules.
What are the rules?
Can Nate score 10 points before Evan scores 100?
Absolutely
I'm
not.
gonna go no.
No way.
No,
Yeah.
not.
I think 10 might be a little lofty.
10 is lofty.
Can I get like
One push out.
2 takedowns on Evan before he get like how many takedowns could Evan get on me before I could get say 2?
Who have you scrapped
Give
with
him one
recently?
slip.
When any of the guys come around, like, did you roll with Bianchi at all?
No, Maddie just wrestled with Garrett the day we were only there overlapping one day when he was.
Oh,
at
so you're still
practice.
rolling around with at least some of the high school guys?
Yeah, I wrestled with his brother a lot. His brother's. I did get my butt beat up one day. It was a bad day.
Is he,
I was talking to Max-
someone you could go 10 for 100?
No,
Really?
no. Like,
So why do you
I'm-
think you could do it with me?
No. I'm saying like no. There's no way like the level of disparity is that big.
Oh, okay.
I'm
so
saying
you
like
scored more
I
than 10.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought you were saying that he's gonna whoop your ass.
No,
more than
but
that.
like he's someone like Braden's brother is somebody like. I mean, I haven't wrestled a competitive match in 8 years or something. But like he's somebody I'm like I have to wrestle if I'm gonna wrestle his brother. Like I can't just like all the other high school guys for the most part. You can kind of like, you go like 80% or
you
something.
can play the game.
Yeah, you can play the game.
Bryson's hard to wrestle too.
Bryson's very
I
hard to
have
wrestle.
a hard time wrestling Bryson.
Thank you. That makes me feel. You don't know how good that makes me feel.
And he doesn't like.
You don't know
He
how
also doesn't
good-
like play wrestle or anything. It's just like he's like, oh, let's spar, and then all right, we're wrestling live.
He does,
Oh, he
he does
does-
the Penn
that-
State spar.
That might
Yeah.
that might be a problem
That might
for
be
you.
a brother thing, but
Doesn't do that with me.
okay, maybe it's just me and him then.
Yeah, that might be you're the big brother. And
Yeah, that might be it.
he just wants to get you.
I can't let him.
He is hard to wrestle. I don't even want to say this, put it out there, but there was a day like I was talking to Max about this because Max is like, yeah, he goes, because Max says he has this happen too. Is like when you get older, it becomes like your best days start to get further apart. Of like you had a really good day, and then like the next time you have a good day of wrestling, maybe it's only like in college or something, it's like pretty consistent. But then like as you get older, it's like it was 3 days ago. It was like the last time you had a good day, or like it's a week or 2 weeks. Like he's like it gets further apart, so you're not always like on. And I was like, I noticed it one of those days. I was like, I wrestled with Brad. But the other problem is I think it was the second time I'd wrestled live in probably like 6 months. And,
Oh my God.
And it was like, oh yeah. And it was like, was it a 35 or 40 or something like minute
He's getting
grind
super
match?
tired.
I was a little tired. I was a little tired.
You just pulled on your back of your head for the first 20, probably.
No, yeah, a little bit. But eventually I was like, man, this sucks.
Do you feel like, do you have band strength? Is that a real thing that you would say like
I
band
think
strength
for,
is a thing?
I have just power, brother. I have power.
Sure.
The weight room, baby.
My idea of what
I am
man
stronger
strength-
than a lot of people I wrestle with now. I've even like college guys, like I've wrestled with Parker and Maddie, like sparring and stuff. Not like
You're not
live or
stronger than Parker.
No. I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying I'm strong.
No
But
way.
like they've like been like, dude, you're really strong. Like I didn't expect you to be like they're like you feel really strong.
Really?
Yeah, they're not saying I'm not saying I'm
was
stronger
gonna
than
say
them,
that.
but like yeah, like I have enough strength for
Yeah.
sure. So the high school guys, yeah, I don't feel like there's anybody really where I'm like, holy cow, this guy's so strong. There are guys where I'm like, this guy's so big. You know.
My idea of man strength has always been old guy comes in, knows he's not going to last, so he puts everything he can into the first 2 minutes, and everyone goes, wow, he's crazy strong. But it was like, well, if you were to sprint for 2 minutes, you'd probably feel strong too.
Oh, I've never done that. Like, even with the
No.
high school guys, I like.
You know how to pace yourself.
Well, I have a good like I can wrestle for a long time. Like, I have a good gas tank.
Really?
Yeah, like I don't know. I stay in good shape. Like you know this. I run and wrestle and like now I wrestle a bunch, but I can. Bro, I'm trying to break a 5-minute mile this summer.
You're trying to get in shape to wrestle me for the.
Yeah.
100.
But anyways, back to the original argument. Not argument, discussion. How many takedowns would Evan get before I got to 2?
All of them.
You don't think I'd ever get to 2?
I think
think
if you don't get him in the first
That's
minute,
it would just get worse.
It would just get worse. Yeah.
I was hoping at some point you would get more tired and I would be able to.
Dude, he's
No.
actively wrestling.
I
every
know, I
day.
just-
Just because you run does not mean the cardio translates to wrestling.
You'd have
No,
to get
I
one.
mean I
You'd have to
wrestle
get
too.
one
Like
early.
I have like I don't get like I'm not someone that like
But you'd have to get it early.
I was
Yeah.
thinking
Your
I would
odds
just
aren't gonna
like
get
catch
better.
them late,
Dog, you're lucky
try
he
to
even touches
play
leg.
possum.
How long are you going for?
As long as I have to.
I think eventually he would let you get one. So
That's what I'm
bad.
saying. Like at some point, like he's gonna get tired of
do you say fuck
he's
it?
gonna get tired of being there, and he's gonna give me the damn takedown. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If it's a scenario where it's like 10 minutes and I have to get 40 takedowns, I think you might be able at the end to do it because I have to do the work to actually
Yeah.
do it. But if someone just says, let's put 30 minutes on the clock, I think, like he's saying, as it goes on, it's
Yeah.
just going to probably get worse for you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Especially
I
if there's
don't
an
need to
ending
score.
in sight. Especially if there's an end. Oh, agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, people that are long and lanky, for me, I don't know. Like, this is a good question for you guys. What are like the toughest styles for you to wrestle? For me, it's always been a long, lanky guy.
Yeah, sure.
Long, lanky is so much harder.
They both have their, like when you run into someone who's exceptionally short and squatty like Marsteller, that's also pretty annoying.
Agreed. I had a teammate like that in college who was literally like this tall, wrestled 165 pounds, and was a freaking athlete and a tank.
Yeah,
so powerful.
I think the ceiling on a tall wrestler is a lot higher. They can get probably a lot better because of their length and leverage.
Yeah.
But generally, they're not that good. They're pretty gangly and they're pretty easy to move, but they're kind of weird when you get to their legs. But I think for the most part, people who are short and squatty are usually pretty tough to wrestle anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they're as good as like, Satiev, for example, was like one of the best ever, but I think it's because he has that length. David Taylor has that length. It's a lot harder to become one of the greatest if you're short and squatty, but you can be really good.
So what was your toughest then to wrestle?
I haven't ran into anyone who's longer than me.
Fair. That's a
So-
good point.
I would imagine.
But I think that there were some guys who were. I remember like wrestling David McFadden was kind of annoying because he's like probably an inch shorter than me, pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I couldn't think of anyone. Tommy Gant was kind of hard to wrestle.
I
with.
could see that.
Yeah, a few
He
years
is
ago.
long and lanky too.
Yeah.
Braeden?
I think long and lanky guys, or just anyone who has like a physical ability that's like really like I also Caliendo a bunch of times. Probably the person I struggled most in college. He's just like super powerful. I just always had a hard time.
Really?
Like if it's just like a skills contest, like I feel like I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like people that are super lengthy or like super powerful.
I've never looked at Caliendo and thought, oh, this guy's crazy powerful. I just thought he was just a really good wrestler.
He's really good too.
Yeah,
He is-
for sure.
he's
You can definitely
better.
tell he has that pop.
Yeah.
I've never thought that.
Really?
Yeah, I guess I've never. I thought.
You haven't watched him close enough. When
Apparently.
it's not Mitchell.
Oh,
yeah, I
apparently.
think you're only watching him wrestle Mitchell. I think.
He
No,
is a freak athlete.
I've watched him wrestle a bunch of matches. I thought he was just like in
You can
my
tell
head.
by like his build.
so
he's just
all-
built. He's got that. It's not like muscles, but it's just like
Yeah.
really good fit. Yeah.
I just thought he was just such a good like complete wrestler.
He's a good wrestler
It's,
too.
right. But in my head, like that's what made him really good. Is like he was good everywhere and very complete, good offense. Like that's what I never thought of like the power and the pop. Never.
Yeah, and he wrestles really hard the whole match.
Yeah, wrestle hard.
Yeah, that's something that I think like if you can learn that early in college how to wrestle really hard, you could be very successful. Like just when you get tired, still pushing through.
Yeah.
I think a lot of guys even in college don't learn that, but he seems to have been really. Most of those Iowa guys are pretty good at like, even when they're exhausted, they can keep pushing.
Yeah. What was your biggest struggle when you went to college? Or even still, like, is there something that you feel like you struggle with?
Like wrestling wise, or just,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would say, like sometimes I like my I've talked about this about my brothers. Like I enjoy wrestling too much, whereas instead of just like wrestling a simple match, like taking easy points, I gotta like overcomplicate things, and I like wrestle into positions I don't need to.
Yeah, just
It's like
because
I enjoy the wrestling part of it too much. Like instead, I just need to focus on all right, just win this position, win this position, win this position.
Just win.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Like just like college wrestling, especially like
It's about winning.
Just win the match. You know, like
Yeah.
it doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to be
yeah, like you don't need to sit the corner when you can just lift your hip up and sprawl
Yeah.
behind or something.
exactly.
I had a Avto Kinchadze,
Yes.
He came to Cal Poly and trained with me, and I remember he said he was like, "You're really good at wrestling. I'm really good at winning."
Yeah,
And there's a difference.
there is a difference.
Oh yeah.
Like you could over wrestle yourself into and lose a match.
Yep.
You know, what's a perfect example was Millard against Antrell Taylor.
Yeah.
It was like just
Yeah.
win.
Just win.
Yeah.
You're
Lord
winning.
knows how to win.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. I feel like there's a lot of
That's
those
one way to put
cases. Of people that are like they're winners. Like they just.
They know how to win, and there's a lot of guys who they wrestle really hard, but it's like, at what cost? To at some point you got to just take the W. Like why over wrestle yourself into a loss?
I always find that interesting too because I feel like that's a topic in like sports psych of stuff is not just in wrestling but in athletes that like an athlete that's not good in training and practice and all of a sudden you put them out on the mat or in whatever their form of competition is and they're dynamite. Like where does that switch? Because there's no actual switch that you can flip, but like where does that come from? Where it's like you don't win very much or you're not good or you're not at that same level that you are in a match that you are in practice. Like and then there's obviously the vice versa. Like where does that?
You're talking about guys who are not that good in practice but can turn up and
Yeah, specifically that way versus the other way. Because the other way sometimes it can be like the fear, anxiety, sports stuff like that. But the other way where it's like they turn up every time they're able to compete. Like I knew a few people like that, but then in practice you're like, this guy's the same guy. Yeah, you're like what?
yeah, it's like what's your mindset going into a match? If that's going to be like you don't care about losing in practice, but when it comes to a match, I like Ben calls them the gunslingers.
The gunslingers.
Yeah, it's a good story. It talks about.
Yeah, which I thought is a perfect
And the prepper.
analogy.
Right?
The prepper, the prepper's the guy who's gonna
Yeah.
prep and prep and prep, but then he's gonna go out on the mat and choke.
I feel
And
like
the
I've heard
gunslinger's the
this.
guy who's just gonna go out and party and train once in a while, but then when he steps on the mat, he's gonna win.
I've heard this.
And there was a
years
dude
ago.
that God, who was that? Like it was derived from a guy that went to the Open, and he was
Missouri
partying
guy.
the night before in Vegas and this and that, and he's like, "Screw it, I'll wrestle," and
Yep.
he dominated.
Like Maribel.
I don't know who it
No,
was.
it wasn't.
But then he ended up training and taking it seriously, and the next competition he shit the bed.
Yeah, he did so well when he was partying. He was like, I guess if I turn up
Yeah.
and like really lock in, then I'll be
Yeah,
even better.
right. That 2 and 2 would seem to
It's
equal
like the
4.
John Jones thing he used. I was like, he like used as a mental crutch where he's like, oh, I'll go out and party and do coke, whatever the weekend before. He's like, so then if I lose, it's like I have that mental crutch of, oh, that's because I was partying last weekend.
Yeah, I
It,
wasn't
like,
actually
he said it
trying.
like set him free when he would fight.
You have an excuse.
Yeah, you have like an excuse.
Yeah, and the Michael Jordan doc, it was like, what if Michael Jordan didn't go golfing and gamble and all this stuff? But it was like, he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah, how are you gonna critique that?
Yeah. Like, obviously it's working.
Yeah,
Don't fix what isn't broken.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
so I think I want to talk a little bit about Illinois. I love that team, and the progress that I've seen the last few years is super awesome. Just between Bird and you and Webster now is doing great.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is it the coaching? Is it the culture on the team that you guys have? What do you think contributes to the success there?
I think we have a really good culture for sure. I feel like everybody on the team's really close, which like you come into the room and everyone's hanging out, laughing, whatever. Like it makes it easier to get better like together. And then we have really good coaches. Like our coaches aren't like like you're not gonna probably know the names of our coaches necessarily, but like Coach Hunter is like one of the best lightweight coaches in the country. Like Coach Bird, Coach Jesse Delgado, Coach Zane Richards, like all those guys. Doesn't get a lot of credit for it because he's just like a quiet guy, but
Illinois does not get a lot of credit for the success
in general, yeah,
that they've had.
yeah. And then we have a really good RTC coach too, Coach Medlin, who does a lot with. We get a lot of foreign guys in our room. Our RTC is really good there. We send guys out to Russia. Like I went on a trip last summer to Russia. A couple of guys are there right now. So
Webster's down there in Russia, right?
yeah, he wrestled in like the PNL 74 kilo like challenge bracket or whatever.
He's doing great.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
wrestling really well right now.
It's been super awesome to watch him progress. Because I remember he wrestled at U20s. What was it, PJ Duke?
Yes, a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Those are a couple tough losses, but NCAA's he kind of closed the gap on him. That was a
Yeah.
close match.
Yep.
And then takes second at the U.S. Open and is beating a
That's
bunch of
crazy.
Russians.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's
What's-
wrestling well.
He
I
wrestles
think-
hard. He like
Yeah, he's got like a system. And he's just like really good at it. Like,
yeah.
Like that. He's like one of those guys. Like not necessarily like just win. Like doesn't have to be pretty. Like.
Mm-hmm.
But he figured, yeah, he's a really good hand fighter. Wrestled really high pace. He has another super long guy. I think that benefits him.
He's kind of been a Medlin guy for a while, though.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't he?
So Medlin actually is from like the same hometown as him. So he coached him like all growing up. So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. He's a dog.
He
I
is.
love watching
He's tough. Yeah.
Webster. Yeah.
Who do you like? Who do you train with a lot when you're in the room?
Also with Cannon a lot.
It's Cannon, not Kanan.
It's Cannon.
Cannon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I might have said
Kanan?
Kanan before. I don't know.
No, it's Cannon.
Yeah.
But then pretty much just like all of our like 65, 74 pounders. Like
You guys mix it up a lot in the room because I feel like some people like training like they'll go with the same people a lot. They don't.
No, I think a good bit. I go with our 74 Colin Kelly a lot and our 84 Chris Moore a lot. I always wrestle bigger people for some reason, but then we'll always have like throughout the season we had a bunch of good guys in the room. Like Kadi was in our room, Sobolov, Ermak Kardanov is like lives in Champaign now. So
Was Ramazanov going in there?
Ramazanov was there this like end of wrestling season.
What's their connection there? Is it Medlin or?
So, yeah, Medlin has like a good relationship. He's been going over to Russia for like 10, 15 years, like forever. So he has a good relationship with all the people over in like Ossetia. And then Ermak Kardanov grew up in Ossetia. So he was like boys with all the people over there. So like they'll come
wow.
over, stay with him, whatever. Like he's still friends with a lot of them.
Yeah.
So they'll come over, train for a few weeks, go back.
Because that's just about one of the best rooms. I mean, Penn State has a lot of Olympic champions.
Yep.
But you have
Yeah.
Kadik, Ramazanov, and all the other guys you're mentioning. Like,
Yeah.
That's
That was pretty cool. It's
a
like,
phenomenal.
and
room
he'll just
to be
like walk in one day and like Sabal will be there. Like it's like, all right. I
Just
mean, it's pretty cool.
randomly.
Or whoever, yeah.
in. Are you guys still in that attic room up there?
Yeah, we're not like we don't get the nicest facilities, but
Dude, you know, I love
I
that.
like our
I
room.
love that facility. I mean, the windows are kind of crappy, but it's like you got windows. I hate going into a room.
and there's no
It's
light.
a
It feels
dungeon.
real historic in there.
Feels
It
very
is.
historic. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's like character to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All
Yeah.
over.
Which everyone hates the UW room too, but maybe it's like the nostalgia of me having wrestled there for some
Yeah.
I
years.
think it's the big poles in the middle.
I love the
Some
polls.
of the polls. I don't mind the UW room either.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like the character. I mean, there's something cool about going to Michigan, and it's like this state of the art, really nice
Yeah.
facility. You have everything there, but it doesn't
People
have as much
love
character.
to make a big deal out about the UW room.
I don't get it.
That's the forum. That's why Wisconsin isn't good at wrestling. Is those pillars? It's like,
Yeah, that is like the crutch that people in the state
It's like,
want to
get over it.
claim
think
is
that's
why
why.
they're not. It has nothing to do with that. You could look at Bo Bassett. He trains on his. I mean, obviously he wrestles other places, but like he's
Yeah.
got a
You
little
literally
garage.
need a mat. That's
He's
it.
got a mat. You just need a mat and someone willing to work out with you.
Dude, I did a camp with Zane Richards and Isaiah Martinez in like 2013.
Yeah.
In that room, and at that time, that's 13 years ago now.
Yeah.
It was still known as like the crappy room that they need to they need to like
Yeah.
they need to get a new
We were
room.
gonna get a new room and then it kind of fell through. So
I remember that. Weren't they building like a whole like
we were gonna have like a super nice like
yeah,
state-of-the-art
a whole
facility.
complex being built, right? What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I had no idea
I
what
don't know
happened.
what happened.
Oh,
but
okay.
They didn't give it to us, so
Did the building itself get built for other stuff, and you
No,
guys
it
just
just
got
never
pushed
got
out?
built.
The whole thing didn't.
the whole thing kind of fell through.
I remember that going on.
I think a lot of it was with they had that like lawsuit with the NCAA and whatever.
Mm.
So I think a lot of it was with that. They just didn't want to put the money in when they
Yeah.
didn't. A lot of stuff was like uncertain. So
Yeah.
You
I don't
got
really care, but
you got a lot of AWA kids in your weight between like
yeah.
Messenbrink, Bianchi,
Yeah.
So many.
Mulvaney,
Go
Gable.
Bull.
Do you ever train with those guys when you come over here?
Bianchi was too this last
Yeah, I
year.
wrestled with Maddie a good bit, like last summer, or pretty much every summer. And like whenever I come home, we'll wrestle. Noah too, Charlie I wrestle pretty much every time I'm home. Or he's a 57 pounder.
Do you find it hard to lock in for those matches and wrestle the same way when you're wrestling someone that you know or you're close with?
I feel like it's the same. Like I think the matches are naturally gonna be tighter just because you guys know each other. But I don't. Like, it's just a wrestling match. Like it's not like I hate you, you don't hate me. Like we're cool. Like me and
Right.
Maddie wrestled this season. 5 minutes later, we were talking. Like it's fine. So
It's a good mentality.
I don't struggle with that.
Yeah. I think that's good to have that too.
Yeah.
It's like you're training with the guys who you're competing against on different teams. It keeps it
Yeah.
in perspective.
Yep.
That's good.
I agree.
Do you ever? Is there any matches or people that you wrestle where you feel like you guys go back and forth, so you have like those sort of rivalries, or do you not really think about those sort of things?
I don't really put too much thought into that. I can't think of anyone like.
Is there any matches that you get extra excited for to like wrestle, where you're like, man, I want to wrestle this guy or something like that, or no?
Yeah, but not from like a. I think just from like a that guy would be fun to wrestle. Or that
Oh,
guy's-
okay.
Like not from like a
Yeah.
animosity standpoint, but just
Yeah,
from like a. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but like there's certain people you're like, oh, that would be a fun match.
And then you get stuck wanting to wrestle the positions instead of winning
Yeah,
the
that's
match.
what happens. Yeah, that's my problem.
Do you guys have a rival in the Big Ten, Illinois?
Like Northwestern, but like they're terrible, so it's not.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, they are really bad, and like not like objectively they're bad.
Northwestern gets a lot of hate, but when I first got into the Big Ten, they were terrible.
Yeah.
And then they ended up getting 6th at the NCAA's by 2022.
They had a
All the
wave,
guys
yeah.
Transferred out though, right?
But they've had that happen before.
Yeah.
Like, they've had that happen a lot. Like Stefan Mičić was committed to them. Nick Renan was committed to them. Who you guys probably don't even know.
I know him. Yeah, he wrestled in Who's Number One in high school. I
Yeah,
think he
like-
wrestled. Didn't he wrestle Bo?
Who?
Nick Renan?
Bo Bresky.
Yeah, at Who's Number
Probably.
One?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rain used to come out to Funky Fresh every year.
Yeah.
But they never count them out. Like they always figure out a way to rebuild.
They forfeited to me this year.
Really?
Which
Their
is
roster
insane
cap
for,
was
like,
like 20.
And it's so hard to get into their school.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not even like their fault.
Northwestern.
20 people?
Yes, 20. I
yeah.
think it is.
I mean, it's a tough school, but it's not an Ivy.
I think it's pretty hard to get into.
It's probably
Oh, yeah,
tough.
definitely. But
It's
what I'm
probably
saying is
more
Ivy's figuring it
yeah.
out.
It's probably more prestigious than some of the Ivy schools, right?
I doubt it.
I mean, you think so? I like.
Maybe a Cornell. Maybe,
Or-
I bet because Cornell has
Is
the wrestling
Brown and
prestige.
Ivy?
Brown's an Ivy.
Do you think?
Brown's
like,
a very prestigious school.
Yeah, they are.
well, all Ivy League schools are.
Yeah.
But like, you look at like a Stanford and Northwestern. I feel like they've got to be up to par with some of those.
Maybe I'm underestimating how really good Northwestern actually is, but I feel like Stanford's on a different level. For sure.
Really? Okay.
Is up there Ivy League, but I
Yeah.
don't know if Northwestern is quite Ivy.
I don't know that I know college educations like that. And I know they're all good. I know if they're on your
I know that they struggle to recruit because they can't
get
people
people in.
People in.
Having wrestled at NCAA's this year, do you think is that the best environment you've wrestled in, or is the Cole Center? Everyone
Ooh, that's
talks
a
about
good-
the Cole Center.
I think the Colts. I think it depends. I haven't wrestled in the finals, so like I would say like the finals of NCAA's is probably greater, but
Yeah.
Everyone talks about that Friday night round though, the semis.
for NCAA's,
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That one's crazy.
that is true.
Semis are pretty electric. Yeah.
You wrestled in that round for the
I
Bloods,
wrestled
right?
the Bloods, yeah.
What was that? Like, how would you compare that to the?
I have a hard time like taking all that in when I'm wrestling. Bless you. Like, I
Thanks.
don't.
It's different
you
as
get
a fan.
you get
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
tunnel visioned in. You
I've
do
been
like a good
like
job.
I've been to the state tournament as a fan. So like
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
But I haven't been to NCAA's as a fan, so it's like hard to.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really pay attention to the crowd. It's cool though.
Yeah.
That's good. So. The other thing I want to ask you is, I feel like especially if you watch a lot of 65ers or guys around your weight, I feel like you have a very, especially in neutral, a very different style than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Very kind of unique the way you. I don't know. I've seen you ankle pick people without hitting your knee, like many of times in your life. Where did that style come from? Where you don't like, not that you can't shoot, but like you probably don't hit a knee as much when you attack versus like you just swipe people's
To
ankles
be
and
honest, my sophomore year at Fargo, I had like a super bad bursa sack. Like my knee was this big. Like I couldn't hit my knee. So I think it started then because it was like I'm dumb and I like never just got it taken care of. So I just wrestled for like 3 months on it. So I just couldn't hit my knee for like the longest time. And I was like, oh well, you gotta go figure out how to win matches. So, like, I think that's kind of where it started.
feet.
Just improvise and practice.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because instead of just being like, oh, take 2 weeks off practice, I was like, I'll just figure out how to wrestle with it and not hit my knee. But, which isn't smart, but that's what I did.
Yeah,
I think
so-
that might maybe where a lot of that stuff started. But
Does it? Do you think it like kind of surprises people when you're wrestling them, even in college for the first time? Of just like it's a different.
probably a little bit.
You ever notice that?
But I also feel like I need to work, like the opposite of that. Like I need to be able to take committed attacks and be able to
Sure.
penetrate well. And not that I can't, but like I need to work that more into my style.
Yeah.
'Cause, like sometimes you
Straightforward.
need to, like, all right, you're losing with a minute left. Like you have to go actually commit to an attack. Like
Yeah,
set
yeah.
up and commit to an attack. Where I think maybe I need to put a little more emphasis on that myself.
Sure. Freestyle or folk style?
Freestyle, for sure.
Why? Gut wrenches.
Well, that part, I think parterre is more exciting to watch than like the folk style top bottom.
Interesting.
sure.
More
15
exciting
seconds.
to watch. Parterre.
And it's like it only
Yeah.
lasts 10 seconds. So if
You
you
want to watch
don't
someone
like
get
it,
ridden out? No.
I-
I want
Nobody
to
wants
see
to see it.
someone sprint on top and then they get brought back up to their feet.
You know how many people don't sprint on top though?
okay, then they bring you back up
Yeah.
in 4 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's
So you agree?
but that no. But I'm saying but that's not then parterre. We're talking about solely parterre.
How many people are actually trying to turn on top in folk style? Same thing.
No, but riding is entertaining. I feel like
No.
to an extent. To an extent,
To
yeah,
watch
I
zero
do.
part
Especially
of
when you start
riding is
putting on.
entertaining.
I think riding's fun. Like I like
You
the-
would watch someone get ridden out and call that
Dude.
entertaining.
What's the circumstances of the match? It might be very entertaining. What do
So
you?
now you have to put parameters on
You
it
got
for
to
it to be
take down in
entertaining.
the first
What?
period.
Well,
No.
yeah. What do you think about? We had this idea. What do you think about the idea of insta death?
What's it?
This is an old thing that I think Ben came up with years ago on FRL. So like we were like,
Oh, if you get like a certain amount of stalls, you just
no, you get a certain amount of riding time in college. Match is over. Like if you get to 5 minutes riding time. So like if like because if
I
a
think
match,
four- I think it should be
if
4
like
minutes.
if you're
4
riding
minutes.
a guy in college and maybe you're not turning him, but like maybe you're racking up close to 5 minutes riding time, like you're probably dominating that match in general. Maybe you haven't been able to pin him or something, but if the match is also probably kind of getting boring because it's like, what do we have to look forward to? You can't pin him and you're not teching him.
You can't
But-
contribute to this match. Like you can't get on bottom.
Right? Yeah.
So let's call it.
You're just stalling, or you're just stalling on bottom. You're just trying not to get turned and you're not getting off on bottom. So what if it's like 3:58, 3:59? You're like, holy crap, he gets to 4 minutes. That's as good as a pin. Match is over. Or a tech fall.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
What?
You're just encouraging people to ride.
Yeah.
Fair point.
For a
Now that
long
I'm- now that
period
I'm-
of
For a long
time,
period
though.
of time, but
You
it's
got to
like-
make it so far away. Like, that's why I think 5 minutes. You make it
And
5
also,
to
like,
7
if
minutes.
you got ridden for 4 minutes, like, does that
Yeah,
guy
but-
really care if he gets packed at that point or not?
And here's the 5 minute thing.
in a
is-
duel.
Maybe in a duel.
In a
Here's the-
duel.
Here's the 5 minute thing. Now people have to watch 5 minutes of writing, and what do we save them? 1 minute?
Yeah, at that
maybe?
point, it's like,
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
I'm
he's turning.
against instant death now that we really think about it.
Now that we
I
really
don't-
consider this.
and
It
it's
was
like,
be a
fun
bad
in the
idea.
moment.
okay, I rid you for 2 minutes. Now, typically, riding times locked, whatever, I would just start cutting you. And I was like,
Yes.
oh, I can end this match with, I can get a dual points worth of pin if I just ride you for 2 more minutes. It's like, oh, so now I'm gonna ride you for 2 more minutes. Like you're encouraging riding.
Yes.
It is folk style. It is meant to. You are taking some of the fun out of this. You're taking some wind out of the sails, my friend.
Now
Do
that
you
we
want to
have
do a retake? I get behind it.
You're taking some wind out of the
now that we
sails.
have a voice of reason here. I will say
Damn
it's
it.
interesting you bring up the parterre part being the reason for freestyle being better.
I think mat wrestling is kind of boring.
Me too. Me too.
I can appreciate it, like it's a skill, but
but for me,
Well,
it's
like
just like
watching paint dry. It's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
oh my god.
yeah. I've never like my girlfriend is always like, "Can you just tell me when like the freestyle stuff is on because I don't want to watch
yeah,
the writing."
yeah.
So it's like I think to the average everyday viewer, it's like UFC. Like Joe Rogan's always super excited to watch guys like ground and pound or like hold on to someone for 3 minutes. But like every fan is booing.
Well, that was what's his name? The guy that was undefeated. I can't think.
Maiev.
No. He retired a few years. He was the best guy.
Oh, Khabib.
That is
It
a
could be-
funny point
yeah.
though, where like you have like your girlfriend watch it and don't really watch wrestling, but it's like freestyle's always like
She does not want to watch folk style.
yeah.
She doesn't want to watch people get ridden out. And I invited
Interesting.
all of her friends came to a bar to watch NCAAs with me and a couple friends, and I was like, the NCAA finals are inherently very boring anyway, even for hardcore wrestling fans. It's just the stakes. The stakes are exciting to watch, like the team race, yada yada. But all her friends are just
Team
like,
race.
all right, what's going on now? Like,
I think that's the other reason why freestyle is better. It's like, I feel like you can score easier, so like there's less. If you make a mistake, there's less consequences.
You're truly never out of a match.
Like if you give up a takedown in a college match, like it's really hard to come back. Like a 3-point takedown, it's like I don't know. Like then a guy can just kind of can guard and protect himself and doesn't have to. I don't know.
now you got to worry about.
One mistake will end you a match in freestyle too, though.
True.
On the flip side,
That's true.
Yeah, true.
I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying like devil's advocate.
Yeah,
It will.
Yeah. But I remember in college, especially early on, being scared. Like if I shoot and this guy takes me down and rides me, that's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Gets a riding time point, and I don't get an escape at the end of that period. Like that's kind of annoying.
You don't like the 3-point takedown?
I don't really think it matters. I don't think it changed anything.
I think it changed a lot.
Really.
Yes.
I'm glad Scoles is on the right. Because you're a folk style guy, right?
No, I don't know that I'm a folk style guy. I enjoy wrestling it. Like I enjoy to wrestle folk style.
Folk style leaning.
You have
Yeah.
No,
time we
I
bring-
enjoy
hey, look,
wrestling folk style.
Every time,
It's
every
fun to
time we
wrestle
bring
folks-
up the push-out point, he's against the push-out
I don't like
point.
the push-out point because it's two different sports. Don't make them the same sport.
What are you talking about? They don't need. You could still have riding and have a push-out. Like it doesn't change the. It
No,
doesn't make
because
it freestyle.
changes the action on the edge, and that's my point. Is like if
Edge
you want
wrestling
to,
is
it changes
blah.
the edge wrestling.
Edge wrestling is stupid. It's stupid. It's dumb.
That's part of that sport.
That
I
shouldn't
like
be a
it.
strategy. That should not be a strategy. Is to play the edge, play the.
That's because it's a different sport.
No, but it's dumb. Even you guys have said you would prefer that the refs call stalling every time correctly. So at the end of the day,
Yes.
with what you want, there are push-outs, except the first one. You get warned.
Yeah, that's true.
And then everyone after is a push-out.
That's about.
Yeah, if they're pushing them out, it is stalling. But I don't want to see the scrambles or the exchanges on the edge be eliminated because someone steps out. I want it to keep going because they're on the cylinder.
The scrambles on the edge are not exciting. They're an obvious attempt to stop action from happening. They're obviously someone jumping out of bounds, pretending like they're going for a roll so that they can run away.
Parker got his overtime takedown against McAnally on the edge from a scramble.
You could get a takedown on
That
the
doesn't
edge
happen.
in freestyle. Yes, you can.
Yes, in freestyle, yes, but I'm saying
The push-up point makes people actually wrestle inbound.
it makes them wrestle back in bounds. Yes, I'm saying it's different. I fully agree. It is a different type of edge wrestling. I'm saying I enjoy the edge wrestling where you might not get a score, but you do have to wrestle on the edge. It's part of the game of folk style.
Tell me how this. Maybe I'm interpreting you wrong. You're saying I prefer seeing a guy run away and restrict this guy from scoring because there's this stupid imaginary line that we have that if you go out of there, we just restart. Tell me how I'm interpreting you wrong, because at the end of the day, what we're doing is punishing the guy who's being offensive for action either coincidentally going out of bounds.
Stall. That's what a stall.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, then the next time that happens, it's just making a push out. Like, what? Or
No.
how's this? How's this? We'll do the first push out. Me and Scoles will do this. The first push out will be just, you know what? Forget it. Whatever. You get one push out when there's no point yet. Then everyone after, it's a push out.
He's got a point. I've never heard that argument, but that is a good argument.
You just got bodied.
What do you mean?
Can that be our first period for the 7-minute match?
No, it didn't.
No, you pinned him. It's over.
That's a pin.
What do you mean? No, if they're calling it right, it makes people wrestle back in, right? That's the goal. But like the exchanges that happen on the edge is what I'm talking about.
How many exchanges are like?
There's plenty. There's literally plenty.
They always go out of bounds.
They have a lot of going on, but I want to see those happen. Like I don't want
what?
to see them dancing.
I don't
Sometimes,
know.
like
See
I
a
want.
bunch of
It's a
stuff that
different
doesn't
sport,
lead to
and
anything.
I don't want folk style and freestyle to be made the same. Like
They're not.
Exactly. People want them to be.
If you draw the line at a push-out being the thing that changes
That is a
it,
massive difference.
No.
Then why
That
is it
is-
such a big argument?
Why don't they just switch to freestyle then?
That's my
So
point.
you'd be on board with that?
That's my point. But like,
No,
if we're
I
gonna
don't think
have
it would
folk
be.
style, I want folk style to be folk style. I want the things that makes folk style different to
There's so many other
to do
things
that.
that make it different.
What's the saying? You give them an inch, they're gonna take a mile. It's the same thing with NFL Red Zone. They said no
that's literally a
commercials,
fallacy.
and then they
That's
said 15 seconds of commercials, and now you got 90 seconds of commercials.
That's
it's like
literally
you
what's
give
the
an inch,
fallacy
they take a
you're using?
mile.
Oh my gosh, there's an actual legitimate fallacy that you're using. They give an inch, take a mile. I forget what it's called, but that's not a legitimate argument.
Yes, it is.
We're saying we shouldn't do it because we shouldn't make this right move because maybe making that right move makes us make a bunch of bad moves. That's not a coherent argument.
It's part of the reason, but my point is I like that folk style is different. The rules are different. I don't want the same rules.
Keyword rules. Many other rules are different.
Yes.
I don't want any of them to be changing to be freestyle. I want the rules to be different. I enjoy watching folk style. I enjoy watching freestyle. I do like one of them more than the other.
Which one?
Right? I like freestyle more. I like watching freestyle more. But I do like folk style. I don't want them to be the same.
I don't. What you're saying to me is, when I see someone go out of bounds, I get frustrated with that action going out of bounds, and it's like that guy was about to score, and now he gets nothing.
Right.
He's in on a leg.
It made you feel an emotion. You're like,
But
annoyed.
I've never thought, oh wow, good on that other guy for sneaking his way out of bounds and stopping everything.
You hate that guy for doing that.
This guy just won every position, and because there's this out of bounds and there's no push out,
exactly.
now he gets nothing.
It's you hate it, but like you're feeling it. It's
I don't know how that's exciting to you.
No, it like
So are you
it makes you
are you
angry.
against
It's like
defensive
watching.
wrestler?
It's like
That's
what
a bad argument.
what does it's like
That a rule pisses
OKC.
you
I
off, so
hate
it should
that
be
they
a
were
rule?
flopping like crazy, but man, did you want to see them lose because of it? You see the guy keep going out of bounds, but he gets the stall call. Man, do you want to see him lose because he's gaming the rules? It's just like OKC and the whole flopping thing.
I feel like now you're just making argument for
That's a
argument,
bad
bro.
argument.
No, it's not a
That
bad
makes
argument.
sense.
Now I'm thinking of it in terms of like
So you're saying you acknowledge that it's a bad rule, but you want it to stay because it
no,
makes
I'm not
people
acknowledging
mad.
that's a
Evan.
bad rule. I'm acknowledging
False dichotomy? Is that what you're trying to think of? That's what Google says.
No, I'll figure it out.
That's one that literally it says when you give an inch, they take a mile. What fallacy is this?
Is it the false dichotomy?
Yeah.
That
where
sounds
you take
right.
two extremes and you.
I thought it was the if this then that fallacy maybe, but that might be it. False dichotomy. Yeah. But so then, do you dislike the no reaction time?
I don't understand it. I feel like still, like I get it, but I don't.
I feel like it's more understandable than
there
no
should be
reaction
no
time.
reaction time.
I don't understand that it seems to apply in certain positions and not others. So it's like I think it needs to be one or none.
Well, there is reaction time, right?
Yes,
No.
there is reaction time, but like which I do seem to like because you do see like a guy hits his hip and immediately pops like literally, and he pops up and it's like well
Yeah, but it sucks because how do you like
Right.
what
It's-
is reaction time?
That's what I'm saying.
How
It's
do you
like
define that?
so it's like how do you define it? I don't think they have a very good clear set of a rule that helps define it, so it makes it very confusing.
But it's very confusing too with the other way because PJ Duke and Landon Robidoux was
Yes.
like
Yeah.
now there's reaction time, but he was on his hip for like 3 seconds.
Right.
So we're gonna call that reaction time, but I don't know. It makes it even more confusing if there is no reaction. If there is reaction time, I feel.
Reaction time is confusing.
Yeah.
Because it seems to change depending on the position you're in,
Exactly. Yeah. There's some
which
people
is
give more.
very weird.
And just ref to ref. Like it's just a
It's a judgment. It's
just a judgment
It
call,
is a judgment
yeah.
call, and that's where like rules have their toughest areas because like a lot of the push out stuff is. It's a different thing because I think it's being refed wrong, but it ends up being a judgment call. I don't think
I
it's
think
being.
sometimes it's being refed right, but the rule is just like sometimes the only way all right, you're in double unders running me out of bounds. Where am I supposed to go?
That's-
I'm eating the stall call.
Sucks for you. The guy that got the double unders shouldn't be dinged for stalling.
But that like if I go out of bounds backwards and the guy has a double unders,
Yeah,
I'm taking the stall call. That's like
Yes.
where am I supposed to go? Just get thrown to my back.
that's
But
that's
not,
the argument.
That's not even the ref calling it wrong though. That's just the rule that makes no sense.
No,
Yes,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
But so I think it's like, well, yeah. I mean, you're in this position. You should have to try and wrestle out. Like I've put you in this position, and the reason you're here and the reason you're on the edge is because you're in a bad spot, and for you to get out, you're gonna have to inherently put yourself at more risk to like get out. It's like
I'm
when
just
you're
being
pushing
locked out
someone
back.
on
He's
the
not
edge.
trying to score.
It's like pushing somebody on the edge.
It's frustrating to
It's like your
call it
brother's
stalling.
It's like your brother's match against Eggum. It's like if Eggum doesn't circle in, he's just gonna get a stall, right? But if he circles in, it makes him at more risk to be taken down.
But-
That's what Bryson wanted. He wanted him to get taken.
Yeah,
he wanted
I think
that.
they called it right, but I don't.
I agree. I
think
do
that's
think they
just
call
a
it right.
weird way
I do think they call that right.
Yeah, but I still think it's a weird rule.
In the Eggum match, it looked like Eggum had an opportunity to actually still circle in.
Yeah.
He could have done that. When you're double undered and you're getting picked up off your feet.
Yeah,
like,
so hard. Yeah, agreed. Super hard. But like
Colton Schultz used to do that all the time because we were at Cup
I remember
in
that.
Pac-12.
I remember
and
seeing that.
He would just get our guys. We'd bump up a
Drive 'em
97
out.
pounder and pick them up and walk them out of bounds, and they call us for something. Like, what are we? We're off our feet. Like we have no opportunity to wrestle back in.
Yeah.
But if you just make it a push out, it's like fair. He picked us up and walked us out.
Yeah. I think the having to
going
wrestle.
back.
Yeah.
It just makes too much sense.
It makes too
No,
much
just
sense
like
for Nate.
make that person have to wrestle back in. Like that's where it's like,
Well, like a push out.
well, like you might go to your back, but they put you there. Like if they do double unders and then they literally just walk you out of bounds, then it should be called on them. But if they're like trying to move their hips
That's
around
not-
and take you down,
Everybody knows that you're gonna take a stall call. So why would I try to score when I can just walk you out and take a stall call?
why would you try to score?
I'm
But
saying
you would get stinged if you had the double unders and you're not actually trying to score. You're just trying to push
they
them out of
don't.
bounds.
If you just walk them
That's
out,
what I'm saying. They should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, glad
Are
we
we-
settled that.
Are we no 7-minute match today because I won already?
What? No.
Did I go on my record?
Do you want to go? You want to go against it, Braeden?
We
You
can
guys
do
got.
7-minute match.
You want to? We could wrap up the show with a 7-minute match. We didn't do one last week. You want to do it? Toss me the wristbands, Braeden. You're gonna participate in 7-minute match.
I need help with topics, so
Topic master doesn't have to. All right. I'll get us some. I think I have some on my phone.
You may have some topics.
I may.
Came prepared today.
Well. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Can you explain to him 7-minute match, please?
So 7-minute match we're gonna do. Is it 3-2-2, or is it?
yeah.
Yeah. So they'll bring up a topic, and we have 3 minutes to debate the topic. Nate's gonna be the ref to determine who gets points where. You get points based off of making a good argument, making him laugh.
Anything can
snide
score you
remark.
points. A snide remark, something.
In the past, Patrick has literally given points because people want a point.
This happened one time.
if you look at
Dom was
Nate-
getting bodied, like major decision by Evan, and Dom was like, then Tino was like, give me a point, give me a point. So Pat gave him a point.
So if you're making good enough points, and I just look at Nate like, please give me some points, I guess I get a point. But I wouldn't bank on those. But we'll do one topic for the 3 minutes, and then one topic for 2 minutes, one topic for 2 minutes.
All right, well, let me
Goals is blue.
let's
Ready.
Scoles. Wait.
And-
I need to
and
know
so,
if this is a good
one more.
topic that we can.
We can agree too. You don't have to disagree, or let's just say like we can totally agree. It's just whoever makes the better points wins.
Okay.
Or we can disagree,
We
and
don't
that's
have to take different sides.
easiest. Yeah. Or even let's just say like you think one way, but you want to play devil's
Yeah.
advocate
Okay.
as well.
Is it would best wrestling shoes of all time be a good topic, or your favorite the best shoe of all time?
Ooh,
Can we do
okay,
this?
all right,
Do you
yeah.
know enough about shoes?
I can make a pick.
I couldn't.
I
I
don't know
couldn't
what
do
to
it
tell
if
about
it was me. So okay, best wrestling shoe of all time for period one. And there's no you go, I go. If you want to
Disrespect.
interrupt him and cut him off, go for it.
All right.
Don't
shake
respect
hands.
your opponent, but respect your opponent. Shake hands.
Who goes first?
Wrestle.
Go.
I think Adidas Combat Speeds
Ooh.
are my favorite
That would have been mine.
personally.
Give him a point. Has an
I
opinion.
feel like they have a long track record of being solid shoes. And I think literally their only downside is, at least on me, they don't last a super long time. But I think bang for the buck, they're still cheaper than a lot of wrestling shoes. So going through them faster isn't a huge deal.
I do actually think the Combat Speeds are probably my favorite shoe as well. If you can get your hands on a pair of A6 Tigers, which all the Russians are wearing,
Yeah.
those are some of the best. If you can get your colorway, whatever you want. But I think for me, it's mostly about what shoe is the least restrictive on your foot. I hate those big blocky shoes that like you can't really use
aggressors.
your aggressors. Yeah, it's like you can't
Take
actually
away
use
a
your
point for both
your
of
foot
them.
in them. Now here's what I would say is like, I guess if you're a kid who you don't have good footwork or anything, maybe get some of those blocky shoes.
That's
so
what I was
that
gonna
you're-
say. Like, I feel like it depends a little bit on your wrestling style. Like
Yes.
somebody like Kyle Dake, who like stands in position, whatever, sets his feet a lot. Like, I feel like that's okay. But somebody who uses footwork a lot would want like a lighter shoe. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Combat Speed.
I also think Nike Inflicts.
Yeah, I agree.
Talking about shoes that break, I don't know if I've ever had a pair of Nike Inflicts. Maybe the new ones, but the old ones, they never broke.
Yeah.
I remember
get
watching
that.
David Taylor wear them, and I wore some of them. Also, not restrictive as well. It feels like it's like almost like a heavy duty sock
Have you
on your
wore the
foot.
new ones?
No,
Yeah, not a fan.
really not a fan
like
of
the
those
old
ones.
ones.
I like those ones. I guess for style, I got a pair of Penn State Colats, but they suck.
I never worn them.
No, they're very heavy. Nike OGs.
I have not worn those either.
What
They
was
look cool though?
what was your generation's like? This is the best shoe. My generation was the Nike OGs.
I was never like a shoe guy. I feel like kids now are actually getting those Asics whatever from overseas.
Really.
Yeah, but they're like $250, $300. Like I'm not paying $300 for a wrestling shoe.
Yeah, I had a
And
guy
I'm
who was
gonna ruin
gonna.
them. So like I'm not like a shoe guy, so I'm gonna wear them every day to practice, twice a day, whatever. So like I'm gonna ruin them. So like I'm not paying a ton of money for shoes.
It's worth noting as well. I like wearing some of the Rudis shoes, but they break almost instantaneously.
I've never worn Rudis shoes. I don't like the thought of it though.
The thought of
Like,
Rudis shoes.
they don't look like they would be shoes I would enjoy.
They do break weirdly quick.
They break instantaneously.
Like it's like the
Rudis-
expensive as shit.
The Rudis
Yeah, they're
Internationals are like they look really good. They look like one of those. They look like the Tigers actually, but like I swear they have the most restrictive toe box I've ever had in a shoe, and my pinky toe broke out of the side of it when I was wrestling.
What are the red ones that Max always wears?
The Rudis
Rudis
ones?
I don't know what they're called,
I don't know either.
but he said he loves those ones.
Are they really tight? I think they're internationals.
Maybe yeah.
They
He
might
said
be.
he loves those ones.
Yeah.
They might
Time.
What's the score?
3-2 in favor of Scoles.
Shit.
Let's go.
Ooh. All right, I have one. I have another topic. I think maybe me and you've discussed this in some capacity before. Let me know if this is a good one. What state is better at wrestling, Wisconsin or California?
Let's do it.
Go.
Period.
Wisconsin has made some jumps since I've been here.
See where this is going.
But, and actually, if you would have asked me last year, California had one NCAA All-American in the entire state, and Wisconsin had Messenbrink, they had Parker Keckeisen. So that's something to be said. But this year, California had 9 All-Americans.
He's got statistics. This isn't fair.
9 All-Americans. And look,
How many
Per
Wisconsin have?
capita.
Per capita, bro.
Look, but this per capita thing is BS because we shouldn't be looking at how many people are in the state. We should be looking at how many people in the state are actually wrestling.
What?
No.
For sure. I mean, like
Get him,
at that point, then you have to give Nebraska the best wrestling state in the entire country because they had the most amount of All-Americans per capita, but the state only has 2.3 million people in it, right? Like, who cares? At the end of the day, we had 9 All-Americans, and I don't think that our wrestling culture in California is particularly great. We don't have a lot of participation in the sport, but we had the most amount of NCAA All-Americans, right? We have a lot of great schools. Poway, I think right now is top 2 or 3. As a team, I don't think Wisconsin, when it comes to teams, you guys don't beat Clovis. You guys don't beat Buchanan.
Ooh, like,
you guys don't beat Gilroy.
Our best high school.
Your best high school team does not come close to
Yeah,
beating
but we're way
Poway,
more.
Clovis.
All of our good. I feel like all of our good wrestling is more rural. Like you guys are like you have good wrestling within the big cities, right? I don't know California geography that well, but I assume like Clovis and Buchanan, like those are pretty like large cities with. Like I feel like you guys populate.
Gilroy is
around.
rural. Fresno is not very. I mean, it's more populated probably than Madison.
Like when I was in high school, me, Connor Mirzola, Cole Mirzola, Ben Bass, like all of us lived within 20 miles, and we all went to the same high school. We would have made a super team, but we're at different schools.
Right, but I mean, no. In California, we have guys who are incredibly good. I mean, in Southern California alone, we had my brother were at one school. The Mantanonas were at a completely different school, and we're all 45 minutes away from each other. The Valencias were at a different school. We're 20 minutes away from each other. Hey, we have that same problem, right? But we have so much density of serious competition.
Time's out, but I'm gonna let him finish this.
We have so much serious density of competition. I mean, yeah, I would say if you go to San Diego, Poway's an exception. They've consolidated. But in LA, St. John Bosco has not consolidated the power in LA. If you go to Fresno, Buchanan and Clovis, they have not consolidated. I mean, it's Buchanan, Clovis North, Clovis East. Like, there's a ton of schools that have
Who
state
has
champions.
more All-Americans in the last 5 years?
I would probably venture
great
to
question.
say.
Because you can't just go off a 1 year snippet because you guys had 1 last year, 9 this year.
Right.
Like you'd have to take like an average over a period of time.
Good point.
I also think I would give California, like I think California, if you're going as states as far as like winning a state title, like I think California is probably the toughest because you have 1 division.
For sure.
But I don't think that gives them the nod as far as being a better state.
Isn't Indiana's one division? Do you think Indiana's tougher than California winning a state title?
No, I don't.
No, but they have less schools competing in it.
Yes.
And less wrestlers.
Yeah.
We have 1,000.
5-2
We have 1,000 schools.
in favor of Scoles.
I tried to give you a point. He didn't give it. He said the time was out.
5-2
Wow.
that whole period.
I tried to give you a point. I didn't like your first points.
Time was out, but I was gonna let you finish your argument, so I guess I will give you the point.
No, time was out.
I tried to give you the point.
Time was out. It's 5-2. Holy sh! I really.
I only
feel
gave
like
up
it was
one.
on
I
that
only
way.
gave 1 point there.
No, you have 2.
Wasn't it?
It was 3-2.
Oh, I don't even know. Okay. How many D1 All Americans does California have in last 5?
It is crazy though that like you're like Kakana is worlds above everybody in terms of teams.
Oh, we've talked about this before.
and like they can't even sniff the top 50.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy,
California
insane.
has
They
produced
throttle
33
everybody
NCAA
team-wise.
Division 1. This is Google's AI. 33 NCAA Division 1 wrestling All-Americans over the last 5 years, 2022 to 2026. 9 this year, 8 last year, 5 the year before. You said 1, so they said Google says 8.
Maybe it's counting. Division
Google was way off last time we used it for wrestling stat. Remember we did it for 4-time. Wait, what was the stat? Was how many 4-time All Americans there are?
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT.
Topic
I
three?
would throw
I'm
the
trying to-
brick on that period, but the brick means nothing.
Oh, you could do it this way. Here. I got it right here. Shout out Jason Bryan again. His thing is the best.
Those guys who are watching, comment how you actually thought that period went.
I didn't like Braden's attempts to speak. He hardly spoke. He had a couple
I
good
think he
points.
scored 5 points.
No, he scored 1 point.
He said it's 5-2.
No, you gave him
Scoles.
2 points. It's 5-2 right now.
I don't remember what the second point was for.
I scored 0 in that one.
I tried to give you a point.
I mean, I was rambling on really early on about Buchanan and Clovis. Was I not? That wasn't late.
No, that was the end. You were your first points were like the All-American thing.
It's not a bad point.
No, it's not.
I think.
Well, saying there was one All-American last year.
Why does he keep saying I have to log in? Is this thing
No, it doesn't.
gone?
So what's period
And
number
it's hard.
3?
It's hard to like make that point either because I didn't know how many Wisconsin.
I
All-Americans were.
hate his point where you can't go by the population of the state. He's like, per capita doesn't make any sense. That's how many people you have in your state. How does that not work?
So then I don't want to hear anything
No,
about.
we're not doing this again.
I don't want to hear anything about Pennsylvania being the best state. I don't want to hear anything about Ohio being the best state. It's Nebraska.
It's not.
You
By
better
per
say
capita.
Nebraska.
Look at the even per capita.
By
They're still...
per capita NCAA All-Americans, Nebraska is the best.
No, it's not. That's
I'm
the
pretty sure
whole
that is.
point.
We're not
NCAA
doing
All-Americans
this.
is the only metric though.
It's not the only metric.
I guess I should have brought that up.
Yeah.
But I like Jake had this pulled up last time.
That was
again, it was
NCAA
by national qualifiers.
qualifiers.
It was by national qualifiers, yes. But All Americans by state.
I
California
feel like
had
Wisconsin
9.
outplaces California and Fargo usually recently.
Yes. And junior duels.
Yes, but California does not. Clovis and Buchanan do not do any freestyle.
Okay.
Poway's the only one.
That does yeah,
Most of our guys don't.
they should because obviously
They
it
should.
would, it would help. It
Totally
would help
they
for
should,
sure.
But
I saying I
What's the
don't
next
I
topic?
don't
What's
think
the next
Nebraska
topic?
had it would probably be Pennsylvania if I had to guess.
Or Jersey.
Per capita wrestling All Americans by state per. Do you have a final topic or do I need to think of something?
Best scramble position.
Ooh.
Great. Here we go.
Why are the numbers? 2026 NCAA Wrestling Championships. Big Ten.
Are you ready to ref?
Yes.
Go.
Yep.
I'm gonna go far ankle, not necessarily from an effectiveness standpoint, but from like you're in on a Sunday morning rolling with your buddy, as far as a fun position. I think there's the most options out
Is
of
that a
it
point, Nate?
as far as like experimenting and as far as enjoyment wrestling. I don't necessarily think it's the most effective scramble, but I think it's the most fun.
True.
I think answer position, probably one of my favorite positions. I think it's probably one of the best places to trick someone in. When someone goes Iranian, they go back hook and they drop down. They kind of think that they've got you beat there, but there's some really good tricks that you can do.
You're
Come
saying
up and grab wrist.
you're finishing single leg answer.
No. I'm Someone has a single leg on me.
Yeah.
And you can kind of, instead of locking in the crotch, come back up and attack the wrist. And that's a really sneaky way to just get an easy
Rebuttal?
2-point takedown.
Talking about rebuttal?
You guys call it rebuttal?
When you sit up from
Yeah,
answer?
rebuttal. Yes, rebuttal position.
Different position.
So in California, we don't
I
have
think
names.
rebuttal position's overrated.
Really, why?
I don't feel. I feel like it's like if you're like sparring, I feel like it's super effective. But like full speed, I don't think I ever.
You got to be really good at it for it to work.
Sure,
I'll say
I'm sure
that.
there's-
Like Max can do
Max
it
is
to
good at
anybody.
it. Yeah, you're
I've
right.
scored on Shane Griffith and Carter Strachey from rebuttal position.
Like you sitting
Well, I
up or
take it
them
back
sitting
then.
up?
Me sitting up and attacking their wrist and scoring.
Mhm.
One
I
other
feel like-
person.
I feel like I've never
there's a
struck
point for
other
that.
than wrestling Max and Jason when I was younger. Feel like I've never struggled from that position, like finishing that position.
Yeah, I would say it's probably between that. I'm not really great at far ankle. What do you guys call it when you jump? Instead of jumping far ankle this way, you jump the other way.
Like near ankle.
Going the wrong way?
I don't know.
You're talking about when like what Mako and O'Toole and people do? Where
Peyton Fix used to do it.
they hang their
hop
leg
over and
across
you
the
hang
back?
over.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if
There's-
there's a name, but I don't know if there's a name for that situation. But
Ding
Mako and
fix.
Keegan were super good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And they drape and they can like curl their heel to their butt and
Yes.
pop off that way and then
it's people are
should be a
figuring
name
it
for
out
that.
now though, so you kind of have to go. I feel like far ankle is the new.
it's still kind of far ankle though. No.
It's far
it's just
ankle,
a-
but instead of jumping to the same side of the low single that they have, you jump to the opposite side.
Yeah.
7-5. Skulls is the champ.
Holy cow. Okay, so per capita, Pennsylvania
Raise the
definitely
ref's
still
hands.
is still higher. They had 8 All-Americans with a population of 13 million people. California has a population of 39 million people and 9 All-Americans. You needed another, what did I say, 13 million? Jesus. You needed
And
another,
Nebraska only has 1.9 million. Damn.
and you needed how many more millions to get one more All-American?
What?
A lot more millions.
A lot more millions.
No, what I'm
California
saying
had 30
is
has
this is
39
not-
million people and they had 9 All-Americans. Pennsylvania has 13 million people and they had 8 All-Americans.
Look, this is what I'm saying is this is not the metric that we should be going off of.
It's a
about
great start.
participation. It's about participation in the sport.
No,
How many
part
people
you
participate in California wrestling versus
That's
Wisconsin?
that's the question that we need to ask
Well,
ourselves.
look it up.
uh
What up, Jamie?
Can you pull that up?
but I also think you do need to go off of the state's population. You can't just go off of because the amount of people participating is directly correlated to the amount of people you have in your state because the amount of opportunity for people to choose to wrestle.
No, it's not. It depends
Yes,
on the
it
culture
is.
of it. It depends on the culture
Well,
of it. Because
isn't-
look, like there's less people who play NFL in freaking Europe than there are people in the United States.
Yeah.
Because of the culture of football. Like you wouldn't compare.
What?
You could compare how good they are based off of how many people actually play that sport in that area.
Europe
I
sucks
also
at
feel
football.
like Midwest football is probably taking way more athletes than like from Wisconsin than like, what's the main sport in
No, California football is insanely good.
really?
Insanely
Dang,
good.
Very
I
good.
never
It's
get-
because they have 40 million people in their state.
Yes, it would. And we probably have substantially more people playing football in California than
I retract my
wrestling.
statement.
I don't at all.
No, you know what's funny? Actually, California and
Between
like,
24 to
Louisiana have some of the best
28,000
football.
wrestlers
Really?
participate in wrestling across California. This includes over 23,000 high school competitors, making it one of the largest wrestling populations in the United States. Wisconsin.
I feel like 23,000 is not a lot.
Over 15,000 athletes participate in wrestling across Wisconsin. In high school sports alone, roughly 6,500 boys. That's less than half, Evan.
What was the population? 6,500 to 23. That's we're
No.
closing the gap.
What do you mean 6,500 to 23?
So
23,000 high school competitors.
6,500
Yeah.
compared to 23,000 is substantially less to what's the population of Wisconsin? 3 million to 37 million. We're closing the gap.
39 million.
Yes, 39 million. We're closing the gap. I don't know if you know math.
What do you mean you're closing the gap?
What I'm saying is
So
you're proving
worse.
me right.
You are worse.
You're proving me right. No. Do you understand math?
I
There's
don't
more
understand what you're
people
saying.
per capita who wrestle in Wisconsin than there are people per capita who wrestle in California. You just proved my
Yes,
point.
but I'm saying you're eliminating the whole first step of how many people are in the state. It doesn't go off of just how many people
So
are
then
wrestling.
why are you looking up? Well, so now you're moving the goalpost back the
Because
other
I was
way.
appeasing you. I was appeasing you by looking that up.
Yes, and what I'm saying is we're just going to go back to this. It doesn't matter how many people are in California.
Yes, it does.
I don't care about how many human beings there are in California. How many people in California are wrestling? Unless you want to say we're better at getting people to wrestle in Wisconsin, totally concede that to you.
No.
But who's better at developing wrestlers, Wisconsin or California, is a different question. And you shouldn't go off of, well,
Wisconsin.
there's 39 million Californians. There's only how many million Wisconsin?
I have
Wisconsin?
no idea,
What's the population
honestly.
of Wisconsin? 4 million? 5 million maybe?
5.9.
5.9. Exactly. Completely different. Yeah. So hey, I'll let you win the argument you're having with yourself, which is, do you guys have better participation in wrestling?
That's
Yeah,
not the
you win.
argument.
You win.
It's not the argument.
That is the argument.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
They do have better participation. True.
True. Totally agree with you that. Who's better at developing wrestlers, California or Wisconsin? You cannot say, well, there's 39 million Californians and look how many All-Americans. They only have nine All-Americans. You can't say that.
You could look at Fargo and the same thing. Like
But
that's
Fargo-
why
but
per
Fargo, the
capita
California
is what
wrestlers do
makes
not-
it. What per capita is what makes it more even to be able to look at and compare the states, because you can't compare something that is this gigantic versus something that is this gigantic. Like
I agree you can't, but you don't go then to what's the population of the state. You go to what's the participation of wrestling in said state. Scholes, am I wrong?
But your
I get what you're both saying.
your population of wrestlers in the state is directly correlated to how
You
many
just
people
made
are
my
in your
point.
state.
My population of wrestlers.
In the state is directly correlated to how many people are in the state. So you can't just not
No, it's
factor it.
not. Different states have different participation in wrestling. That's totally true. Pennsylvania has more wrestlers per capita
you
than
had-
California.
I can't.
Rebuttal it.
I can't. I've been, and you just completely just
You keep
ignore
going
it.
back to the fact that we have 39 million people.
Yes!
You keep going back to that.
Yes.
That means nothing to me.
That's my point. I can't rebuttal it because you literally
You think
just
it's
like
an advantage then to have 39 million?
yes.
Well, like look like a state like Texas. How many? Oh, actually, they're like kind of empty, huh? Yeah.
But you
Also,
wouldn't say
I'm trying to
Texas
think
is
of like
bad because of how many millions of people it has to wrestling.
They
You would
are
say
bad at wrestling.
It's bad because
They have 31 million. I think they have, so they have a lot, but yeah,
But-
they have 31 million. Texas is bad. They're bad at wrestling. I don't. What's your point?
he brought Texas. I didn't bring up
Like
Texas.
like it, by your logic, then Texas should be better at wrestling because they have more people.
It has nothing to do with culture and the amount of participation. Texas is just
No,
absolutely terrible at
Yeah,
wrestling.
they're just bad, but
There.
except for the first.
But it's not based solely on population. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't just eliminate population and not say that doesn't matter.
It matters if you're arguing who's better at getting people to participate.
But that's not what we were talking about.
Participation, but population matters because in California, we definitely have more people participating in wrestling. We proved that. But that's the number we should be looking at, not the 39 million. If you want to, and honestly, I bet if we were to crunch the numbers per capita, you probably have more All-Americans. But you're still stuck trying to
We
make
do.
this. Exactly. You're still stuck trying to make this 39 million thing. When you could be actually beating me in the argument and saying, well, you have 24,000, and we have 6,000, and you had 9, and you guys had what?
This year's like 2 maybe. I don't know.
Oh, 2, then we may actually beat you this year.
Wisconsin did not have many All-Americans this year.
If you guys only had 2, then we smoked
I
you.
don't actually know. It was Mitchell and
2 to 9. It
I
might
don't think anybody else
even.
did. It might have been Mitchell.
I'm trying to think.
Aiden, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Aiden.
Mitchell and Aiden. That's
I
it?
think that was it. Yeah,
Yeah, tough.
it happens.
We win.
No, I can't do this argument with you. I need somebody else to explain this better. I think
We
some
need more
people would understand.
statistics.
I think
He's
people
loaded
understand.
up on statistics, and we're not.
I think people. We need more. We need more
rid of the
firepower.
sharks on that
We
one.
need more firepower. I think people. Some people will understand what I'm saying, but I'm not saying
are
it
you seriously?
well.
You're not actually following
I'm
my
not saying
logic.
it well.
I
I
understand
do
what you're
follow your
saying.
logic completely, and I disagree because you're just negating part of like.
I don't think it like. I feel like it just comes down to: do you think that population matters Like, does population factor into the argument or not?
Yes, it does.
So you
That's
said
my
yes, you
point.
said
And he
no.
says it doesn't at all. And I'm saying it
Well,
definitely does.
I think population matters, but the population of the entire state doesn't matter.
That's the
population
root of it. That's the very beginning.
Of the participating wrestlers
Participation
matters.
comes from the entire state. So you're taking out the root. You're just like starting on block 2 instead of block 1, the foundation. Like that's the foundation of the whole thing.
No, because
if you don't have the population,
you're just saying who has better participation of wrestling. I don't deny that you guys have better participation of wrestling.
It's not what I'm. All right, that's the show.
Peace.